Ladies and gentlemen, this is Prizers TV. And today we are located in Abia State. We are here because of one important information that has just reached us, and the information is mind-blowing. Believe me, you are going to like what we have for you today, because by the time we are rejoicing about what Alex Otti is doing, we didn't know that he still has more plan for us. The new plan of Ariaria International Market Phase 2 has just been released, and what you are seeing is the prototype. This is powerful, is beautiful. I've never seen any market that looks like this. It has everything. Now, what you are seeing here in the new Ariaria market is electric escalator. Wow! This is like shopping mall. Alex Otti has upgraded the new Ariaria market. And where is he going to locate? Now, this is Ariaria market. This is phase 1, right? The phase 2 will be built here, covering all these places. Because once this place was built, all the marketers who used to stay here, they all flew to the new site, and the shop isn't even enough for them. Thousands of people are now trooping in to the Ariaria market because of how good it is. The demand became very, very high. Therefore, Otti decided to bring a new plan. This one has everything that every international market needs to have. What? It has both for timber. This is the road that is going to lead to Timber Road. It has fire service. And based on the information we have also gotten, we know that the phase 1 also has an ambulance. What we are seeing here is ambulance. I don't think you can see it very clearly, but not this one. This one is staff bus, but by my right is an ambulance staying there. Whoa! So after the demand had become very, very high, because the new one is, the phase 1 is amazing. See how the phase 1 looks today? What we are seeing here is actually pedestrian bridge that connects this house by the left to the right, and it continues like this. Everything you see here, all these things you see, they are all pedestrian bridge that when you are in this building, the left building, you can actually move to the right at any time, and that is amazing. This was not in the original plan, but it has been established as many people began to troop in, and new development has also been happening, because this type of ceiling wasn't in the initial plan. But see how beautiful everywhere is looking. And do you know how much a shop cost here? 13,000 US dollars, more or less 11 million naira to buy a shop here, and the people are buying it like crazy. Like crazy. Everybody wants to stay in Ariaria market. One big news here about this Ariaria market is when you look up here, you see this place is done with the glass. Here they make everything, caps, clothes, shoes, many things are coming up from here. Instead of importing from China, now they have office. Look at how beautiful the place looks. This is marvelous. This is marvelous. So people have just realized that this market is going to be the biggest market in Nigeria. And when Alex Otti realized it, what did he do? He came up with a new plan. That plan is to turn almost the entire Aba into market. Beautiful market. He came with a nice design. There is space for parking. Formerly, the old one had a space for parking, which is this, but the new one has more space, because the new one has a space for both for trailers, for big vans, for 911 as it is called, any type of big vehicle, and that is what we are seeing here. The new one, he come up with a larger space for parking. Many people who had already purchased the shop here are now crying, because the plan, when they saw the new plan, it was mind-blowing. And this is beautiful. This is beautiful. So let's go and take a look on the Ariaria International Market, both the new one and the old one, and you'll see how things are moving. So what you're looking at is the new one, which is phase 2. So when I say new one, sometimes I mean phase 2. So phase 1, which is also the new one, is now being called as old one. So, and I should stop that. So what we will call it is phase 1 and phase 2. And know it that the phase 1 has not yet been finished, but the demand is too much. So that forced Otti to make sure that since you want to do business in Abia State, you are going to have a shop if you have the money. Because since Abia State began to wear new clothes I mean is having good roads, everything looking fantastic, both the Chinese people have taken it as their own state. You know, everything is trooping here. So then, on taking a look about the phase 1, this is how the phase 1 look, which is very beautiful, and they are upgrading it. And one thing you have to know is, check the floor. What you are seeing here is not pavement. This is a stone tile, very, very expensive. Cars can pass here, even big van, trailer can pass here, and it is not going to break. You are going to see where they place iron rod on top of this. That is how solid Alex Otti is building the Ariaria International Market. To me, this is the most beautiful market in Nigeria. There is no other market to compete with it. This Ariaria. And when Alex Otti came with this plan, nobody believed that he was going to do it. But what you see is it's not even better than what the prototype looks like. This is marvelous. This is the prototype of phase 1. This place has already been occupied and the market is ongoing everywhere here. Unbelievable. Now, this place is where we talked about. If you remember, I told you about the stone floor. This place is a stone, designed with a stone. That is what it is. And it is wide. Then the space you see here, because Alex Otti is a very smart man. Here is car parks. You see here is being marked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We are going to see it clearer as we go. Okay? What you are seeing here is car park. Even the yellow one, see the car parks? Car park. So here is not marked, this place, because if you park here and someone park by the left and by the right, you can't come out. So this place will remain empty. That is what it is. And presently, today, even in the center has been marked as well, this center. And we are going to see it as we proceed. So here is where I told you earlier, this place is the car park where they are working on. And each of the zone has its own car park. Then as we continue, see how beautiful the place looks. And this one is by the street, because apart from this one that is indoor, like field, so they still have some places like the street. So in the street also, there is a space for cars. See how it is? So, and after then, the road is wide enough that even 20 cars can still pass by here. So therefore, if you have a car, don't worry about traffic jam. And the new one is even wider. Everywhere is wide. Nobody's going to complain about parking space anymore. This is beautiful. You see it? You can park your car and everywhere. Man, Alex Otti knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. So this is how it is. I think this place is when the governor visited the place. The police were here to make sure that they safeguard the place. You know, they come for inspection and so on and so forth. And on taking picture of this picture was taken 3 days ago on Monday. And here is the view of the landscape. This is where the phase 2 is going to be constructed, and it continues like this. There is no way, wow, no space for anything, no residential building here. Sorry, everything you see here is shop. All these places will be covered with shops. Now, as we continue, based on what I told you earlier, this place is where the escalator, because this time they will be having escalator instead of to have lifter. Now, and another one is, you see this name. No, I'm coming because it's something important that we need to talk about. You will see a name here known as Kepu TV. I don't know whether you can see it very clearly here. It's here by my left, Kepu TV. The guy is actually doing a very nice job. He almost go there every day to record and talk about what is happening, and work is going on 24/7 every day. Now, as I told you earlier, you see, people have already abandoned the old place. Why? Because work is going to commence here in the next 2 weeks or 3 weeks. In the next 2 weeks or 3 weeks, these places will be demolished. Construction will start here. The whole center Aba is going to turn into market. Mind blowing. So we continue going. Here is where I showed you earlier that is going to be where they are going to have a car park, but this place is for lorry, you know. So for in case you bring goods, this place is where you do loading and offloading, and that is very nice. The space is enough for everything. And one amazing thing is space. Alex Otti made sure that he created space. You see this place how it is? Shops will be here, road in the middle, space here. At the back of these places, they all look like L house, and there is where car park is. Unbelievable. Look at here again. Very nice. This is inside. Space. Look at the street. How big it is. Wide. This is no more the kind of market we used to have in Nigeria, that you will be passing in the center and somebody will be dragging you both left and right because the space is too stretched. Now it's normal like that. Now you are passing on express. Any express route in Nigeria that is as big as this is a good express. But this is where, inside Ariaria International Market. Whoa, mind-blowing. Beautiful, beautiful. Here is what I told you earlier, the glass, that based on the information that has reached us, that here is where the Chinese people are staying, teaching the people in Ariaria how to produce shoes, caps, and bags, so on and so forth, with solid machine. Here is where you see air condition 24/7. Everything is working as if you are in abroad. Beautiful, beautiful. So here also has a car space where you can park your vehicle. Space is everywhere. Now, if you can remember, I told you that they have as well marked car park in the center of some parks. What we are seeing here is space for cars. 1, 2, 3. We can't see it over there because of the sunlight. And when you get here, you see another one. 4, 5. That is, it is both left and right, and marked also around all these places. Now, coming here is amazing. These people are doing their own protection with golden design. Beautiful. And you know what I said earlier, they are changing the ceiling into this form, and everybody has to do the same. Beautiful. This is the most beautiful market in Nigeria presently. Now, I've told you earlier, or I did say that there is ambulance here. Look at ambulance. Standing here 24/7. This is how Europe, America, Asia, Australia is. This is how they do things. When I see what is happening in Abia State, I'm amazed. How is it that within 3 years, a state transformed to this? Nobody ever believed that Abia State would look like this. If I had waken up from sleep 4 years ago and you show me this picture, say that this is a new market that they are constructing somewhere around the world, should I mention the place? I will never mention Africa. There is no way I will mention Africa. Why? Because this doesn't look like African style. This is a construction site, right? It has not been finished. Look at it. Scaffolding everywhere. Steps everywhere. See ambulance. See staff vehicle by the left. Ambulance in case someone fall from here. In case someone gets injury. In case 2 people are fighting. You have ambulance. Have you seen anything like that in Nigeria before? This is what international standard is all about. And when I talk about development, this is the type of development I'm proud of. Because if you want to bring development to your state, bring solid development. And that is exactly what Alex Otti is doing. If you go and see the road this man is constructing, the road are more solid than the federal roads constructed by Julius Berger. If you see how deep the drainages are, you will not believe that this is a state government work. These are roads that will last for hundreds of years. But today, we are not talking about road. So let's continue viewing what we are seeing. So this is to show you, this is work still going on phase 1. What we are seeing is escalator or step, as it is called. And we continue going. Now, there is something I want to say here. You see what Alex Otti did here? There is a step here. And by the step, it still has lifter. In case if you don't want to wait for lifter, you can just, or some people prefer to go by step because they use it as part of their training. See lifter, see step. Do you know that there are thousands of buildings here, and each one of them has 2 lifters, 2 steps. A lifter like this, the left side and the northern side, the south side and the northern side, and then steps like that also as well. You can come down from anywhere at any time. You can also cross from one building to the other, as I had shown to you earlier. Now, to prove it, look at what I mean. You see here, there is a step. Look at my right here. another system, another lifter. This is lifter and this is lifter. Each building has 2 lifters and 2 steps, which is escalator. This is serious, very serious. Now, there's something I wanted to say. You see this space you see here? This is actually parking space by my left. You see where the van park, or this is a truck. This is where you come for loading and offloading. Spaces everywhere. Wide road. This is the first time I see a Nigerian governor, constructing market properly with wide space. Wide space. Now, what I said earlier, here, if you look, you can see pedestrian bridge, where you can walk past here. This is called overhead bridge or overhead pedestrian bridge. Formerly in the map, it was not like that. But now, thousands of this pedestrian bridge, so that you can move from this house to the other house, the other house to the other one, the other one, the other one, and by here, you still see step. You can come down here or come down there, or oh shit, this is beautiful. Wow. See, that is one thing I want to comment on. Thank God that this thing is here. You see what is here? What is here is roofing system, right? What you are seeing is iron. It's not wood. This is going to last for a very long time. There is one governor, or there was one governor, I don't want to mention his name, who built a very big house, roofed it with a wooden roof, mighty house. Now the place collapsed, and everybody is saying, oh, it is because of rain. The rain, we had too much rain this year. No, it was not built well. No rain will collapse this iron. No rain. And this is what doing a proper job is all about. And that is what I'm talking about. That any governor who wants to bring development, please bring a solid one, not things that will stay for 1 year and 2 days, 2 years. Once you leave office, everywhere began to fall off. By me looking at this, you know that this is serious. Look at here. This is iron as well. It's not balustrade. It's not going to fall off tomorrow. Up you, Alessoti. Up you. Now, what I said earlier about pedestrian bridge that cross from one place to another, this is part of it. Now, if you take a look here, you see more pedestrian bridge over there. Meaning that you can cross from this building at my left side to the right side, and also cross from the right side to the left side in every 20 meters. You can talk to someone from this building and come and it continues like that. With nice space on the ground. Also nice space up. Do you know what that will do? That will reduce the population of people walking along here, because there will be now 3 markets, because it is a 2-story building. People will be walking on the first floor, people will be walking on second floor and the third floor as well. Some market is not like that, so that everybody, because of that, everybody is walking in one place. People will feel full here, and the space won't be enough as it is here even. Go to Alaba market. Check old Ariaria market. Get to Ogbetemo market. If you go to Onitsha main market, is worst. Where 2 people cannot pass at the same time. This man solved the problem. Look at the space here. You see, 200 people can pass here. 1 million can pass. Spaces for car parking. If you have a shop here, you can actually park your vehicle here. There are spaces everywhere. You see the drainage, meaning that the road is still far away from here. Wow, beautiful. This is the first time I've seen markets built properly. This is how Nigerian market is supposed to be. I'm not talking about shopping mall. No, I'm talking about public markets that everybody go to buy stuffs in Africa. This is how it's supposed to be. And to me, this is the best I have ever seen. This is the best. So what is this? Here is, if you remember what I said, that each building has parking spaces. See, you have parking spaces, you still have space where people can walk on, and wow, well planned, well planned. And after all these things, he came up with another plan. This one break record, because this is so beautiful. It's so beautiful. Why is it beautiful? It's beautiful because here, what you see here is a restaurant. What you see here is a restaurant. Mama Put will not be standing here anymore. If you are Mama Put, bring your food, go up there. If you want to sell fruit, bring it and go up there. If you are people who make akam, go up there. When these people want to eat, they are not coming down, they are going up as well. When you finish, you take lifter or step and come down. Wow! Another amazing thing is that he didn't want his job to go in vain. This is preparing for future. Do you know what he did? He created fire service here. Once you hear there is fire anywhere, 5 seconds is there. There is good road. The road is wide. The fire service is close, very near. Tell me how you are going to be afraid if you have a shop here. There will be security. This place is not a place that you can walk at night alone. When it is closed, it's closed. If there is fire anywhere, fire service will get there in 5 seconds. Look at where it is. Not the one that will be calling fire service that is in the state capital, which is sometimes about 30 kilometers. Before they will reach, fire has consumed everything. No. Man, this guy is... Now, here is the phase 2, phase 3, phase 2, the phase 2, here is where the phase 2 is going to be. This is the old one, but this place is where the demolition is going to happen next week. And here is almost being finished, and it continues going like that. So, in order for me not to waste my time, I think, in order not to make the video too long as well, and I think I will stop here because I've talked a lot. Whenever I see good projects like this, I feel like like talking more than expected. So I should take it easy, okay? So this is the new one as well, So now there is going to be spaces for everything, for shoemaking, for whatever. Everybody will have a space for whatever he is producing. And I'm very happy that this man actually want to develop Aba and make Aba as the production hub in Nigeria. And it has happened because immediately when he finished phase 1, which has not been finished, the rich people bought the place became unimaginable. He has to beg people that he is going to continue because many people are angry. We are the shop, we are the shop, we are the shop. We need the shop everywhere. People who had stopped coming to Aba to buy things, people from Cameroon, from Ghana, from Niger, from Cotonou, people from other countries in West Africa who had stopped because of bad road. Now they are all trooping in. Markets began to move again. And do you know one funny thing? Now the Chinese are now coming to Nigeria to establish business, and some Igbo business people are bringing Chinese to work for them here. And Igbos are also producing their own. Because of the way dollar has climbed, made in Aba become the best option for everybody. This is how countries develop. Countries develop by consuming their products. In the beginning, people don't want to consume whatever that is made in Nigeria. Now it's normal like that because even some Nigerians don't even know what they are buying. 90% of the clothes they are wearing in Nigeria actually came from here. They don't even know. It's lately that they began to find out. And the president, everybody is now doing a campaign for people to be using it because it's good. And this is how other countries progressed. China started like this. Japan started like this. Indonesia started like this. Nigeria is also starting the same way. And one amazing thing here is that electricity is 24/7 here, working 24 hours. Why do you think that the industries in Nigeria will not move to this place? If you are a manufacturer of whatever, instead of paying for gasoline, petrol, everyday generator, then why not move to Aba, where you have 24/7 electricity? And the 24/7 electricity also came from the same governor, Otti. I made a video the other time which I talked about this electric power, how Otti brought the power to Abia State. And some people said Otti did not bring the power. No! You are saying it because you don't know the story about the power. He started funding this Aba Light from the time he was in the bank. They were actually using his bank. He signed everything. Go and watch the documentary. Without him backing them, there is no way power will be in Abia State by now. He was manager of the bank that funded the company. But everything happened that he came into power and those people are still working. He still supported them and they opened it. I had also seen some people who said, by the way, it's not Otti that came up with the plan of Ariaria market. Who told you? Is it coming up with the plan the problem? I myself, I have so many plans. which one am I developing? Any governor who wants to bring development, finish it. Don't go and bring prototype, and whenever someone finishes, you say it is your plan. How many governors have given us airport plans? How many did they finish? So whenever a new governor come and finish the airport, will we say, no, the new governor was not the one that came up with the plan? No, if you are a governor, start airport and finish it. Don't come up with a prototype that you are not going to finish. Otti is doing well. Based on how Abia State was when he met it, Otti presently is the best governor in Nigeria. The work this man did is unimaginable. I know there is competition everywhere, but based on what he met on the ground, Abia State was completely abandoned. About the same time, everybody was laughing at Abia State. So what I mean is that anybody who says that Otti is not doing marvelous, that person is not telling you the truth. Of course, other governors did some works, repair road here, repair road there, but not to compare to what this man is doing, man. This is just one tenor. Look, Abia State was the worst state in Nigeria. Now it is the best. When it comes to good road, the type of road this man is bringing out, no other state can challenge it. Based on the quality, no other state. The type of drainage, no other state. The type of market, which is this Ariaria, no other state can challenge Abia State. If you have any states that have markets, public markets like this, both Abuja and Lagos, that can challenge Ariaria, show me, let me talk about it. Thank you very much for watching. This is Prizers TV. See you next time.